sermon in a sack.
Well, those little plastic sacks you can see through real easy.
Oh, okay. Stop for a minute. Try to figure out what this was. I know what this is now. Do we have any other children of the 60s that recognize this? Yeah, there's a few people, yeah. The old incense burner. You stick a stick of incense in there and light it. What?
Oh, it's a skateboard with no wheels.
Skateboard with no wheels. A shoehorn.
First time I saw that, I thought it was a whipping paddle.
Well, I thought, at first, when I saw this side, I thought it was a ruler. Then I was thinking it was going to be a paint stirrer. And then I saw this side over here. Incense. The purposes we had as children of the 60s with incense was far different than the biblical understanding of incense. Incense was something that was offered to God. Any of you have been to a midnight mass or will admit to it? I love midnight mass. All the senses are involved. It's when the priest brings out frankincense. What a beautiful fragrance. The incense offered to God, representing our prayers, representing who we are, lifting ourselves in worship unto Him. Yeah, we had a far different purpose for incense in our day. I think it's important that we gain a biblical understanding, biblical importance of things. Candles, incense, those things, representing our worship. Because sometimes we get the idea, worship becomes very strange in our day. We have built these churches that have these things that look like this, and they look like stages. And we have the concept, oh, those people are entertaining us, and we're out here, and we're the audience. And that's not at all what worship is supposed to be. That's why it was so great to hear you all singing so loud this morning. That's great, I love it. Because we all were involved. Because we're all lifting our praise to God, an audience of one. But we have to do that every time we're gathered together. It ought to be a matter of opening up our hearts, opening up our minds, opening up our mouths, and praising God for all that He is and all that He has done. So think about that. You're burning incense into your home. Think about the biblical understanding, what incense is, why it's so important that we worship the living God.